Okay, friends, I'm honored to stand here before you. So nice to see all of you again, and this is going to be really embarrassing because I'm not prepared, okay? But I'm hoping none of you are going to boo me out of here or laugh in my face. You know what? Okay, I came here with this thing, and guess what this is? This is a political, ambitious speech, but then I got really, really nervous last 2 minutes delivering it, and then I didn't want to be accused of, using this forum to motivate, political campaigns, because it wouldn't be fair to other candidates. But, guys, I have to say my piece, and I'm dealing with a crisis of conscience. And those of you who know me, know that, it's Bible, what I'm about to say. So, as embarrassing as this is, I'm gonna pretend like we are all like one family roommates, and you are watching me wake up without any kind of caffeine, eyes, without caffeine, without makeup, and I'm stumbling and snoring and just letting whatever is in my mind fly on my head. Okay, so I'm gonna be really raw, unfiltered, transparent with all you friends who I value. And you know what? I'm not trying to convert anyone to Christianity, because a neighbor next to me said I'm Buddhist. So I don't wanna step on anyone's toes, but I do want to be raw and transparent, just because by any chance, if I have the honor of working with you guys, I need you guys in this city to know what I'm about. I feel like if I gave this speech, it's very polished, but police department wouldn't have my fingerprints on file, my mug shots on file, like a little x-ray that the doctor does. And if I did that, it's nice to make speeches, but I really need to bring my heart and soul in this. Okay, so my crisis of conscience is, when I look at all of you, I'm cheesy, sentimental. My dad is a real estate millionaire. He said, Grace, one day you are going to realize the power of money. But you know what? I admire all of you. That is just the plain, honest truth. You guys are doctors, lawyers, ambitious go-getters, and you guys have really made something of yourself, something that I really wanted to be. And you know what? I know this sounds a little bit cheesy, but I live and care about all of you. Right now, I've known Paul for 4 years on Facebook. Sharon, I'm having our conversation when we first met 2 years ago. All these things mean something to me. David, you were so helpful when I asked, how do I start running? Okay, so here's my fingerprints on file. I felt like it was unfair to read this political speech, but at the same time, as a minister, I've been a devout Christian since I was, in the 4th grade. Oh yeah, what was I saying? I was saying my dad. But I really wanted to go my own way. I didn't care that I ended up broke, and I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I don't care if I lose this election, but it's very important to me to be transparent with the voters. This is why I have no makeup on. You know what? This is really polished, but for those of you who know me, I'm constantly writing things and sending them to you. I've sent like a teaching dissertation that turned out to be 34 pages. This speech turned out to be 6 pages. I know I would never go through it. I just think, I got really nervous last half an hour. I don't think, I could read it because it would be a pitch. We don't deserve a pitch. You guys need to know how horrible and ugly I am without my makeup on. But the thing is, you guys, I care about you, Sharon and David, and, I'm not here to judge anyway. I think you guys are all great people, and, we should be a family. And those of you like Dominic and Michael, who I don't know so well, but even if I don't get voted on, that's okay, Paul. But, we should be able to love one another, hold hands, and kumbaya. I'm going to say a bunch of cheesy things that are just off the cuff of my head, but they are true. I'm looking at this, and this is dated August 17th. I'm like, hi, April, so wonderful to see you being active and genuinely kind and involved in our beautiful city of Arcadia. And even in San Marino on Instagram, you seem to be everywhere. I'm so honored to have you as a friend. So, I really admire the people I've met here. You guys have really opened my eyes and everything. But in terms of, okay, I'm down to 1 minute. I don't think I'm going to clear everything I'm saying. And then, I'm talking to Sharon. I just became friends with April. I'm so honored and happy to get to know you as our current mayor of Arcadia right now. We have something in common because we're all active civically. Yada, yada. I've been a pro bono public relations ambassador. When my organization came into question, thank God I was verified by the LA County Sheriff's Department. What I want to do in the next few City Hall meetings is, because this is polished, but because it does come from my heart, I do have a crisis of conscience. I've attended so many meetings without saying a word. I've given like 3 speeches over the years, but I should be doing more. And these speeches, I promise, are not to get elected, but since I already wrote this is the academic side of me, okay? Forget the academic side of me, but I really do want to share where I'm coming from, and it is quite a long story, so I hope and pray that you guys will indulge me and give me some time to share with you in the next future upcoming weeks, because I feel like.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so riveting. I appreciate it. In terms of the online speakers, thank you very much. You can share our next council meeting.
Oh, thank you so much. So
Thank
I will share
you.
this. It's gonna sound political, but I believe that this is so important that this community needs to hear that heart and soul of what I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you.